no, the title is not clickbait. I genuinely believe that virtue signaling kills. And here you can have an example. The UK government announces ban on incest simulation in porn. So they're creating the fantasy police. And this is the same nation where the government is fighting tooth and nail in order to prevent any laws that seek to ban real life incest. I want you to understand this, right? Like, let this sink in. They are risking their reputation in order to block real life incest. Like, this is how important this is for them. Meanwhile, the fictional police. And so the question has to be, why did I put the title that moral busybodies kill? Well, it's because I actually been to the hospital. I have seen what happens when cousins have children. It's really fucking nasty. If anything deserves to be bad, it's probably that. And by the way, in the good case, you can have like a stillborn, right? In the worst case scenario, you have like babies that come up with various genetical illnesses and defects that cause them to have an existence in complete pain. And this is like what labor is defending, right? But hey, you know, like it's okay, because like they're actually doing something, right? So you can't complain. Like they're actually on the case. They're trying to solve the issue by banning fiction. I gotta say, you know, maybe my take is a little bit controversial, but like out of all the sexual taboos, incest is probably really low on the list. At least for me, because I don't have a sister, okay? Like, I generally don't know what it would be like, and I probably don't care. But even when I used to see, like, back when the internet was free and you had the, I don't know, like, Stepmoms Gone Wild, you still watch it, and it's not your mother, right? Like, it's an actress. It's still a stranger. Like, you get turned on by the idea that the sexual interaction is not supposed to happen, right? Like, that's pretty much why I believe people like this type of thing. It's because it's not allowed, right? Like, you're not supposed to do it. And so, in fiction, in imagination land, in the place where people get to do things like punching their boss, beating up their high school bully, having sex with their crush, you know, like in the land of many things that become possible without real life consequences, yeah, I can see why people would add this shit on the list. And again, I don't see the harm in it, especially when you're looking at an actress that's not related to you. Now, if someone was to actually look at photos of their sister, yeah, that would be different. But like, the idea that someone goes online and looks at the stepmom going crazy over, you know, like over her son, which is like a 25-year-old actor with pecs and shit. Come on. You know, that's fucking ridiculous. This is a non-issue. This is 100% a non-issue. Meanwhile, this is an actual issue, and these are the priorities. And look at it, it's a priority offense, right? So it's not just any offense. Like, if you watch stepmom get syphilis or whatever the fuck, this is like all hands on deck. Like someone on the internet watched something. And by the way, you know why they pass these laws? It's not like because they genuinely care what you watch. Like, let's be honest, you know, like Keir Starmer doesn't give a flying fuck what you, as a consenting adult, consume in your bedroom. Alright? Like, no. The reason is because now it's a justification to look into your house, to look into your computer, to search your phone. The reality is what he cares about is if you talk against immigration, if you do the speech of hate, that's what Keir Starmer cares about. But if he was to actually look only for that, well, it makes him look like China. It makes him look like Russia. Well, actually, you know what? I should take that back. I think, like, the UK, when it comes to policing its own people, like, goes way beyond Russia now. Like, we have to do an audit at some point, right? Like, we have to stop pretending like it's still 2010 and the same people before Brexit are the same people governing now. Like, no. We need to hold the train and look where we're at. And I think, yeah, like, when it comes to authoritarian measures, yeah, I think, like, the UK is maybe, like actually get more freedom in Russia than you get living in the UK. And I'm actually curious if you don't get more freedom in China at this point. Like, there may be actual some places in China, in Beijing, where you actually get more freedom, like the government leaves you alone more than if you're in the UK, right? And so, like, the UK needs justifications in order to look into people's phones. And so, like, if they have a list of things that they consider dangerous for society, well, then they can look, let's see if you don't have any incest. And while they're looking for that, they notice, oh, you did the speech of hate. Not good. Not good, Tavarish. Not good. And it's also like the normalization, right? I mean, I've learned this from the left. They're the ones that came up with this topic of normalizing, right? So, like, if you make a sexist joke, you normalize sexism. I mean, here, right? If you show simulated incest porn, you normalize incest. Isn't this like normalizing that the government gets to decide what you and your wife are and aren't allowed to do? And if yes, like, where's the limit? This is my question, and no one has answered this. Is there like something that private citizens can do that the government cannot regulate? In the United States, there is. They have a constitution. Like, in the United States, they genuinely like have a constitution which the government on many occasions desperately tried to change or to remove or to interpret or to go around it, but at least they have a constitution. In Europe, we don't have a constitution. In Europe, it seems that no, like the government should actually be Jesus Christ. The government should be God. In other words, there is nothing that a citizen does or should have privacy from the government. Like, we're going back to medieval feudalism, except that we add the word neo in front of it, you know, neo-feudalism, where the government can use pretty much anything in order to control its people. And by the way, like, they can be very effective at doing it. I mean, everything that you post online stays online, right? So, like, if the government basically removes internet anonymity, they can pretty much have access to everything you said. I mean, Keir Starmer wanted to have access to everyone's phones, what's in the cloud. And then what can it do with that access? Well, like, for instance, it wanted to pass digital ID, right? Right now in the UK, they want to pass a law so that children, right, like little kids that are 16 years old, cannot actually go on social media. But the same little kids, you know, those innocent little infants, can actually vote. Like, fucking insane, isn't it? But anyway, right, so they want to pass that, which means that people will have to use their face, they will have to show their ID in order to log online. What happens if the government just wants someone like, I don't know, Tommy Robinson, right? Like, they don't want Tommy Robinson to log online. And so, like, they flag his face, and there's only, like, a couple of companies that do the verification, right? Like, third-party age verification. There's, like, 3 or 4 companies that do it. They put him in the database, and then Tommy Robinson literally cannot, like, will be treated like a child. Like, he will not be able to make a social media account anywhere. Now, I'm not saying they're doing that, but my question is, like, is there anything that would stop them from doing this? Like, is there any law preventing them? Do they have a constitution preventing them? I don't think so, right? Like, if they genuinely want to do this, there's literally no argument why they shouldn't. And so this is what it's all about. It's not about, like, removing sexual taboos. Like, the UK is the LGBTQ nation of Europe. Let's be honest, you know, like, a lot of progressive ideology and woke stuff have come from the UK. Like, the very idea that they're against degeneracy is so laughable that I'm not even going to entertain that conversation. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.